I haven't posted for a few days, and some of you here within the Crypto Angel Network may have thought, has Joanna left crypto? Has she been shaken out? No, I am still here. I am pretty disgusted by some of the things that I'm seeing going on in this space, as well as positive and inspired. So I just wanted to share some of my updates of things that I am doing personally and things that I am seeing, news that's good, and then some things I think that are really important if you're new to crypto to be aware of. So, firstly, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Joanna Garzilli. I'm author of Big Miracles, the 11 Spiritual Rules for Ultimate Success. And even with those spiritual tools, I've got to tell you, I am challenged. I'm finding that crypto it's like doing personal development on steroids. That's what it feels like to me. So, a couple of things. One of my dear friends from London had said, Joanna, what do I do? Because they were trading on Binance, and Binance now they're having a crackdown in the UK, and technically you can still trade on the exchange, but my understanding is anyone that has, as we would say in the United States, GBP, Great British Pounds, that those their currency is frozen. And what would be a good exchange to use instead? Well, I can only say that from my research, what I've been doing, and I've gone through the gamut. I've used in the past, I've used Binance US, I've used Gate.io, and then I've used Coinbase, and I've used Bittrex as well. And I'm finding for myself that Coinbase is working, although when we had that initial crash back in May, I know that a number of people, including myself, couldn't even access my assets on the exchange for a number of hours when all that panic selling was occurring. And it seems to be that when the exchanges do go down, the same thing happened for me on Gate.io. And I understand for other people on other exchanges that it is sort of the equivalent of what would be a physical bank run, where everyone is just trying to gain liquidity and they can't get access to anything. Why am I saying Coinbase moving forward? Because I know that, I can't remember the name of the gentleman, but I posted it in another video that Coinbase had hired, oh my gosh, the one of the former heads of analysis from Goldman Sachs, and also who was an advisor for the White House. So, I mean, is that a positive thing? I mean, I got to be honest with you, I don't really trust any of the exchanges, but there has to be a certain amount of trust, because even if one goes and puts one's crypto into a wallet, you've then got to get it off and sell it on an exchange at some point, or if you're going to do some type of transaction. You let me know in the comments what you think with that and with exchanges, and especially because I know some of you are in the UK as well, what's working for you. Yeah, a little while back, there were some comments. I've seen a number of comments that were very scammy, saying that I'm like getting paid by Gate.io and I'm in something on it. I was not. And I had like one of those little affiliate things, you know, like where I would get a reward and then split the reward with you. But after I went through the Gate debacle, I got off the exchange, and I've just been using Coinbase. I simplify my portfolio. Actually, I just came across a really horrifying video on from one of you here had recommended from CoffeeZilla, and my son had mentioned it, and it was all just on this Save the Kids scam. And I'm seeing these rug pulls all over the place. I mean, if there's one thing I wish I'd done differently, I wish I had not gone into meme coins. I mean, I guess I wish I'd been in them and then got out at the top. But I'm just focusing on really super solid projects now. I personally don't want to be in any meme stuff. I don't want to touch it. So it was the Fortnite, these Fortnite gamers, the FaZe clan, and now they've thrown out FaZe K, and then they've suspended Jarvis, and I guess one of them went from 9 million subs to 6 million in a day from this news. But just going and scamming people, and it's awful. I feel like I came into crypto back at the end of 2017. I came in at the top, and that's when all the ICOs were happening. And those ICOs don't happen now, but now it seems that 2021, I guess we're going to look back on it, and it's going to be all these liquidity pools, Safe Moon, Safe Mars, Pig, Lion, all that, which I was excited about going into these tokens. And I feel like I was like a sheep going to the slaughter a little bit, because I guess when we look at the fear greed index, some part of me, and this is where I was talking about before, that to me, crypto is like personal development on steroids, a really fast way to get real around money, or assets rather, is that fear and greed index. And the big lesson that I learned was, a part of me was like, ooh, if I could not only make that 10x, but 100x quickly, or 1000x. And it's ridiculous. So my mindset has shifted around this, having now gone through what I guess this, we'll see if it's a mini bear market or if it's going to be a longer bear market, although some people are saying it's still a bull market, and I am still personally feeling bullish, but I just can't change the past. I'm just focusing on what I believe like those top DeFi projects. Now, I did hop on yesterday morning onto Pantera blockchain fund call, and I see they're launching a new fund. You can only get access to that fund if you have a small amount of cash to put in, $1 million, and then you can go into that fund, and they have had 1000x return over and over on their last 3 funds. And what I saw, that they were talking about consistent returns on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you're not going to get those big gains. Their focus moving forward is very much on DeFi. So they have their sort of their what they would consider safe Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then under DeFi, they had PolkaDot, they had Solana, they had Near. They said that, I think that in terms of where they had gone into some bigger DeFi projects in the past, I think like Compound and Maker, they didn't say which one, but they said they were pulling out a little bit of one of those. They were going to sort of just take a cut back there because it wasn't performing in the way that they wanted. I've done a video recently on PolkaDot and Cardano. I just actually yesterday, when we went through that other dip again, I just got some PolkaDot, and I wanted to get more Ethereum. I can't figure out, is it going to go down more? Are we going to dip even lower? So my plan is to DCA, dollar cost average, into some more Ethereum, some more Bitcoin, some more PolkaDot, just a little bit, not big amounts, $100, $200, $300 here and there, just a little bit at a time, because zooming out, I really think that things are going to grow fantastically in the long run. I also the other day I hopped on the GRT, video that they did sharing their updates, their new products that were very, very positive. But I think my takeaway from that was that when GRT came onto Coinbase back in December, and it pumped like crazy, and it had a really, really strong run, we have to wait for the fundamentals for everything to catch up. And Yaniv Tal, who is one of the founders, is very transparent and said, what we are building here, Web3, is going to take several years. And so this brought me back to that. A lot of where the prices have pumped in the last few months and the excitement, it is still speculation. We don't know exactly what is going to work within fintech, within financial tech, within DeFi, within decentralized finance. I believe it's going to work. I was also looking at some of Mike Maloney's videos, which were excellent, and from there had come across an article about the future of e-money. I mean, I've been thinking about e-cash for quite a while and how we are moving totally digital. And there's things I do and don't like about that that I'm not going to go into now. But the fact that we are going towards e-money, multiple countries are shifting fully to e-money away from cash. And there's going to be a point where it's going to be more of a detriment. You're going to lose money on having cash instead of being digital. And so how is that all rolling out, besides the fact that certain countries are going to do central bank type, their own central bank, right, their own currency, is that they're going to use Ethereum, I believe. I mean, Ethereum is the backbone of all things digital financial. And so that's why I have the majority of Ethereum right now. I still think there's a number of other great projects, like I've said before in the past, and I continue to say it, from that I think will be here. 4 or 5 years from now, there are going to be a number of projects that pumped this year and they're not going to be around. But I believe that Harmony One will still be around. VeChain will still be around. I think that Cardano has a lot of promise, a lot of positives, but I would feel more comforted to actually see them rolling something physically out, to have more projects moving, whereas I think that's why I went with PolkaDot instead of Cardano. For people who are like, oh, ADA is so much better. I don't care about what's better. I'm just looking at the fundamentals and going, this is what feels right for me. And then I'm still holding on to Matic. I've seen some videos out there, people saying that Matic's going to tank and it's just not going to work and it's too centralized. And I disagree with that. So please go ahead, let me know in the comments. What do you think? What do you feel about everything that is happening right now? What are you doing with your crypto? Are you buying the dips? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? I think that we are going to look back on this year and that we got to share this together. It's intense. It's intense. But I'm glad to be here and to share the journey with you. And if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to light up that bell so that, I'll share with you my insights and look forward to your insights and that we can have a conversation around that in the comments. I'm going to do another live again soon. And I am sending you lots and lots of love.